Major rangelands are increasingly becoming rare, yet the demand for precious grass-fed meat has reached record highs. Across the world, the pressure on our grazing lands has never been greater. We stand at a crossroads between restoration and ruin. This is the story of the grass beneath our feet, a resource that is older than agriculture itself and rapidly changing ecological systems. That force on the pursuit for restoration is driving ranchers into systems few might expect, systems like rotating herds. When most people picture ranching, they see grazing herds on open rangelands, cascading river streams, undulating mountain pastures, and clear skies that sustain life on Earth. But what few realize, however, is the intricate web of natural patterns that keeps this planet alive. Natural systems maintain themselves and strive for stability, maintaining optimal plant cover. This functions to provide herbivores with plants as their primary food source, and these herbivores are kept in balance by predators. The balance of these ecosystems, however, rarely reaches stability due to shifting seasons and changing animal numbers as human prosperity expands. Grazing ecology explores the interactions and interrelationships of how soil, plants, and animals interact, which ultimately impacts overall productivity of grazing lands. Grazing management refers to the careful manipulation of grazing, the relationships and interactions between natural resources and animals to achieve specific objectives. This includes managing stocking rates, or the number of animals on a given area of land. It also involves controlling the intensity and the frequency of grazing, which means how heavily and how often the animals graze a particular area to allow plants and soil to recover, and many other features of grazing management. Grazing value is among the questions one needs to consider. This is because grasses have a considerable difference in their grazing value, the quality of grazing material. With this, grazing value determines how much the grass animals will utilize. The grazing value is determined by two main factors, namely quality and quantity. These grasses are often divided into three categories: low, average, and high, and has a grazing scale that ranges between very low and extremely high. The amount of grass with low grazing value is less usable to animals, while the amount of grass with high grazing value is more usable to animals. With this, ranchers know, understand, and determine how much grass animals will utilize. This will help determine if the quality and quantity of the forage in the farm is adequate for optimal production. Help plan better feeding programs and nutrition programs. This is important because the amount of grass animal can use, grazing value, influences the performance of animals in free-range fed, grass-fed systems. Since grazing systems is important in making sure that animals are in good condition, this raises deeper questions. What are factors influencing grazing value? There are different factors from palatability, nutritional value, growth vigor, digestibility. Are the animals able to utilize the grass it consumed? Production and habitat preference. All of these are important and are really intriguing if you ask. One cannot stop but be amazed at how Mother Nature functions, the detail and the intricacies of the land, the beauty. Grasses play different and important roles with the ecosystem, of which provides forage to animals, protecting the soil by formation of the topsoil. Grasses react to grazing in two major ways, either by decreasing or increasing in number. These are grouped in what ranchers call ecological index of four groups: decreaser species, increaser 1, increaser 2, and increaser 3. Decreaser species are typically found in healthy felt. These highly palatable climax grasses thrive under proper grazing, but decline when the land is either overgrazed or left undergrazed. They often are the most preferred by livestock and serve as indicators of well-managed rangeland. Increaser 1 species tend to rise in underutilized veld, generally less palatable. They are robust climax grasses capable of persisting with little or no defoliation. Increaser 2 species are commonly associated with overgrazed or disturbed areas, particularly in lower rainfall regions. Their presence often signals management challenges or environmental stress. Increaser 2 species dominate heavily overgrazed veld, especially where selective grazing occurs. These grasses are typically dense and unpalatable, often outcompeting more desirable species under sustained pressure. Together, these ecological indicators tell a story, not only of grass, but of stewardship. The health of rangelands reflects the choices made upon them, and in that balance between use and recovery, it lies in the future of grazing lands across the world.